Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts with breaking news.
We start our newscast with breaking news. Now, within the last hour, Jefferson City Medical Group and Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield just reached an agreement. Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. KOMU 8's Eric Lovelace is in studio now and has a statement from JCMG explaining the details of the contract. Eric.
Evie, earlier this evening, we reported that Jefferson City Medical Group and Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield had not yet reached a contract agreement, putting thousands of customers in limbo. However, we just learned the two parties have reached an agreement and patients of one of the largest providers in Jefferson City will have coverage beginning tomorrow.
Missouri football heads to a New Year's Six bowl game. The tickets are red hot. Plus, Columbia Water and Light Department have the results from the lead and copper testing. And a push for peace. Local faiths come together asking for a ceasefire in Gaza. This is KOMU 8 News at 6.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
The Missouri Tigers are heading to Dallas. Now, if you haven't already heard, the Tigers will play Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl Classic. Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. KOMU 8 Sports Director Ben Arnett joins us now with news of the hottest ticket in town. Ben?
It certainly is, maybe in the entire state. Mizzou Athletic Director Desiree Reed-Francois announced today that Mizzou already sold out of its Cotton Bowl allotment of tickets in less than 18 hours. That's later in sports.
I thank you, Ben. Well, KOMU 8's Ellie Laliberte spent the day talking to some very happy ticket holders. She's live at Faurot Field now. So, Ellie, what can you tell us about the fans' reaction?
Yeah, Evie, everyone I talked to today was excited and ready to show their support for the Tigers. Now, some are planning to head down to Dallas, but others are planning for a watch party.
Just trying to imagine what it'd be like without him right now. I don't want to.
How two men are educating, mentoring, and paying it forward with their second chance.
Plus, Columbia Public Transit could be expanding its service options. Tonight, the public weighs in on possible changes.
And ground breaks on Columbia's latest affordable housing project. This is KOMU 8 News at 10.
Coverage you can count on. KOMU 8 News starts now.
What would you do if given a second chance at life? Good evening, everyone. I'm Evie Allen.
And I'm Emily Spain. Thanks for joining us tonight. Two Columbia men have been answering that question since being released from prison. And Evie, I know you met with them to learn more about their journey.
That's right, Emily. Since being released, Lonnie Lockhart Bay and Julian Jackman are not taking their freedom for granted. The pair offer a unique program for Columbia students to help save them from a life of guilt, shame, and regret. And this next chapter is about redemption, empowerment, and paying it forward. Well, happy Halloween, everyone. We hope you stayed warm out there on this cold night. I'm Evie Allen. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to send it straight over to our chief meteorologist, Matt Beckwith. So, Matt, should we expect these lower temperatures to stick around?
Yeah, at least for tomorrow. Then a warming trend's going to start to begin. Look at these temperature trends. We started the day in the 20s. We got to about 40 this afternoon. In terms of records, it was our fourth coldest Halloween on record with a high temperature around 41 degrees.
KOMU 8 News starts in storm mode.
Storm mode and Sarah's mom's cooking. That's what we're
That's
talking
what we're talking about this morning.
Freezing rain and slick conditions may put your morning commute in question, though. Good morning, everyone. I'm Jordan Bircher.
And I'm Sarah Moyers. Thanks for joining us this morning. If you do have to go out today, we don't recommend it. But, I mean, we had to. A lot of you probably will as well.
Right.
So, Beth.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was.
It's rough.
It was rough. Even when I came
I
out.
slid the entire way.
Yeah,
Right.
I got here right as the rain even started, and it was like the rain was freezing to my windshield. And I think the scariest part is the roads look like they're clear.
Yeah.
But they're
not.
It's a sheet of ice.
No.
That's right. And I was here last night. I just stayed overnight so that at least someone was here in case
She
something.
was the smart one.
Just in case something happened. I was just, I like to be over prepared.
Yeah.
You guys came in. You were in at 1. You were in at like 2-ish.
Yeah, around there.
And it's now 6 o'clock. So now it's been several hours. And at that point it was slick. Imagine what it is now when we've been seeing this rain for several hours and it's freezing on contact.
Yeah, we're stranded here.
We're stuck here for several hours today. As you're heading out the door, you have to take it slow. Do not trust that the roads are just wet. Do not trust that the roads have been treated. I know the crews are out there. We have seen them out there this morning. We've been talking about the roadways. Don't take it from me. Take it from Kesley Cabellis, who's out there for you this morning, watching the traffic go by, looking at the icy conditions. Kesley, how's it going out there this morning?
Yeah, so traffic hasn't been too heavy this morning. Of course, it is still pretty early on, so we are starting to see a bit more traffic out on Highway 63 is what I'm currently looking at. As we can see, not a whole lot of cars move, but we are seeing a lot of semi-trucks and road crew trucks as well. I'll continue to watch these conditions over the next few hours. But for now, I'm meteorologist Kesley Cabellis, live in Storm Patrol 8, right outside of KOMU 8.
All right, Kesley, thank you. MSHP Troop F has reported a deadly crash this morning. Troopers are investigating a one-vehicle crash involving a tractor-trailer blocking the roadway on westbound I-70. This is at the 145-mile marker in Callaway County. Now, MoDOT is utilizing the Kingdom City exit at the 148-mile marker to reroute traffic. Let's take a look at some of the major school closings this morning. MU will shift to remote operations and classes. Columbia College has canceled classes for today. Columbia Public Schools will not have class either. The Jefferson City School District is also closed for today. Just recently, Lincoln University and Westminster College are now closed. I believe Sarah also mentioned KOMU is not operating today or is on a delay.
On a delay until 9:45.
On a delay until 9:45 as well. So this extreme weather causing many closings and delays across mid-Missouri now. You can find a full list of closings and cancellations on our website, KOMU.com. And don't forget, you can get the latest forecast on your phone. Just download the free KOMU 8 First Alert weather app. You can get it from your app store or by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen right there. Coming up, the United States vetoed the United Nations resolution for a ceasefire in Gaza, why the U.S. was the only one to veto, and how Israeli ambassadors are reacting.
And Russia has detained a Russian-American ballerina, the charges she's facing, and the steps the White House is taking to bring her back. Grabbing that bag of potato chips might not make you as happy as you may think. How new research shows certain food might lead to depression, coming up.
Potato chips still make me happy. I don't know what you're talking about. And last winter was the second deadliest for bees on record. How local researchers are finding ways to keep the pollinators alive in the harsh mid-Missouri winter.
After the break, why marijuana dispensary workers across the state are pushing to unionize. Plus, how one local nonprofit is making the holidays brighter for the Boys and Girls Clubs.